Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to learn to draw bird beaks, and we're going to touch upon two types of beaks because there's many out there. So we will perhaps take something like a finch. So we'll just put some head together, and the way to just do that quickly is just have an oval perhaps, and then we can come back that much. So if you Google images of finches, they will come up in abundance, and they might even look a little different. So when we are talking about the accuracy of the head here, we have to draw something that is just above the line of the beak here and put the eye right here. And then there is some skin extension right here on the head, and a nice round head rounding up, something like that. So that is the conical. It's called a conical beak. So it's a conical beak of a finch. Now the key to making this is that here it's like really rough here, but we can make this more refined. So it has to be pretty much even in look, like a triangle shape. But it could also have like some variations because they're birds, and it does not necessarily have to be the case that everything has to be even, but it mostly is, because the conical beak of a finch, very instrumental in cracking nuts, seeds, very effective. If you see this in action, there are many questions that come around, and so the questions are mainly in regards to the evolutionary take on these magnificent creatures, and the question being that a bird that is whose head is like nested in such fragile quarters, like birds have like hollow bones and very light bodies, except for huge predatory birds like the eagle or the vulture. Vulture is a scavenger, but they have like fragile like bone structure, fragile heads necessarily, but when they get these cones going and when they crack those seeds, you'll be surprised at how they're able to accomplish it. So the beak of a finch. But then we will not go to a predatory bird today, so we will go to another, let's say, rather it's you could say it's like a household name even. So we'll go to a woodpecker beak. So woodpeckers' beaks, essentially from the type of beaks which are narrow, just that long, so not as long as a flamingo or a hoopoe, but just as long, and the eyes lined up with that eyeball essential in there, since you're talking about a woodpecker. And some of them, or I think perhaps most of them, they have this stretch of dark feathers that goes right through the eye and backward So we're only doing the head here, and I think that should actually suffice. And there's also a dark stretch of feathers, concentration of dark feathers around right here. So now the woodpecker, for sure, its beak may be made of the same stuff that the finches is, or any other bird, like they're made of keratin. So the same substance we have right here, but except this is heavily concentrated keratin, as if, like, you know, it was intelligently concentrated so that they could actually do all these wondrous things. And the woodpecker is even more of a bird that can defy I guess the evolutionary angle, because it strikes with this beak. So while this finch cracks seeds and stuff with its beak, at least it is not hammering upon the let's say it's not hammering upon a surface. But the woodpecker essentially uses the beak to reach insects in trees, and of course sometimes just to like dig out a nest after chipping away at the tree bark and then going ahead and making a hollow right through it. And that is, if you just think about it, housed in this fragile head, there's a cushioning. There's a cushioning right here somewhere, reinforced cushion that prevents its brain from damaging when it strikes the wood at what? It like does it, I think, a couple hundred times in just, you know, in the matter of a minute, or it's perhaps it's even more. And this is an interesting fact to check. So the woodpecker beak can just be streamlined with some tones if you're using tones, and it should be sufficient. So two types of beaks that, in my estimate, this one more than this defy the let's say naturally evolved concept, because that is just not possible. That they, like, if we use our fist to strike wood, as strong as our hands are, we're going to get bruises. And even if we try an object like a screwdriver, we will not succeed. The hand will start paining, and they do this tirelessly, and they succeed. So do try it out. So two types of beaks, and we just threw in some information about these wondrous creatures. So please keep in touch. Please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.